I'm going to start out this video. I'll start out by saying I know there's a lot of people out there that are way smarter than me. So I'm going to throw out some stuff that puzzles me. You know, this is Cletis, by the way, Cletis M. Wundermann. Check out my other videos on YouTube. That's all this commercial. Okay, now, back to my point. The English language is a crazy thing. And the way us humans label things, because we got to call everything something, confuses the heck out of me too. So, I'm going to throw out some things that I think are a little funny or silly. Maybe some of you out there can give me a comment and say how this originated. Or help me make sense. Because these things I'm going to talk about don't make sense to me. I mean, people talk about they need hot water in the house. So what do? They go out and they buy a hot water heater. Huh. You don't have to heat hot water. Why is it called a hot water heater? It should be called a cold water heater. Because it heats cold water to make it hot. I mean, to me that makes sense. But no, we call it a hot water heater. I don't know. It's just like people say, I don't like the weather. You like the weather? I like the weather. It's too cold. It's too hot. Okay, I'll go along with that. Sometimes I think it's too cold. And sometimes I think it's too hot. So people say, well, would you rather be too hot or would you rather be too cold? Well, if you give me a choice, I'd rather be comfortable. So what kind of a question is that? That's something else I don't get. You know, and speaking of hot and cold, you know, when something catches on fire, well, George Carlin said this a long time ago. He said everything is either flammable, non-flammable, or inflammable. Why have we got three? As he said, it either flams or it doesn't. So, if something's going to catch fire, it's flammable. If something's not going to catch fire, it's not flammable or non-flammable. I don't know where the inflammable came up with. And then, when something does catch on fire, why do some things burn up and some things burn down? Some people say, oh, that house burned down. Other people say, oh, I saw that house, it burned up. Well, what the heck? We know it burned. We don't even know if it's up or down. But how can one house burn up and the other one burn down? I don't get it. You know, it's another thing. People say, I'm feeling kind of dirty. I got dirt on me and that. I'm going to go take a shower. Where are you going to take it to? Where are you going to take the shower? You're going to have a shower, or you're going to be in a shower, but you ain't taking it nowhere. Take a shower. I don't know. This whole English language just confuses me to death. And I mean, I go along with it all because we all know what this stuff kind of means, what we mean when we say it, even though it doesn't make sense. But, you know, it's like sometimes people say, oh my goodness, this winter is terrible, it's cold as hell. What the heck? Cold as hell is pretty hot. Nothing can be cold, it's hell. So, I don't know where that saying come from either. We were talking about buildings before. And I think it's funny. People go and tear down a building. So what do they say they're going to do? They're going to raise it. R-A-Z-E. We're going to raise that building. Well, if it's not going to be tall like it was, you didn't raise it, you lowered it. So, again, it's something else I don't understand. You know, they also talk about people taking chances. Or if they're going to do something, how much of a chance is it? And what do they say? Pretty slim chance. Or the next guy say, fat chance. Is it slim? Is it fat? Or is it properly proportioned? A slim chance and a fat chance are two opposite things, but they mean exactly the same thing. How can that be? And we come up with all these different crazy sayings that just, to me, don't make no sense. You know, it's just like they say something is dirt cheap. Oh, go and buy it. You can get those all you want. They're dirt cheap. Did you ever try and price dirt? My goodness, you want to have a load of dirt delivered, it's going to cost you $100 or more. That ain't cheap. Dirt's all over the place. But we got to pay for it. Oh, we got to pay for it when we're going to build a house. And that's another thing I don't get. They say, well, we're going to build the house on this lot. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and build that house on that lot. But when I look at it, that parcel of land don't look like a lot. Looks like a little. So why don't they say, we're going to build this house on a little? And then if it's an acre or so, maybe that could be a lot. But most houses I see, particularly in these subdivisions, because these crazy builders, they got to pack them in as tight as they can. They call them lots. When they ain't a lot, they're little. Just wears me out sometimes. And I guess the last thing that I was thinking about. You heard me preach about marketing before, and I don't like marketing. Marketing makes you think you need something you don't, or makes you think something's better than it really is. And then they come up with fancy names or goofy names that don't mean nothing. I know, that's what I thought. But they got like chicken fingers. What the hell? I've seen a lot of chickens in my life. I ain't seen one of them's got a finger. But you go to a store and they'll sell you chicken fingers. Or you go to another place and say, give me a beer and some buffalo wings. If a buffalo had wings, they'd have to be really big ones because that's a heavy animal to fly. I never seen a buffalo that had wings. But you can get them in a restaurant. I think somebody's pulling on a leg with chicken fingers and buffalo wings. And then they try to market snacks and candy a certain way. And first they make a big candy bar, then they have a regular size one, and then they come out with this little bitty one they call a fun size. To me, the fun size is the big one. A little bitty one, that ain't no fun. That's just a couple, 2 bites, 3 bites, it's gone. Open another one. That ain't fun. Why do they call it a fun size? They ought to call it a mini bar. Well, that's another thing. A mini bar. Got mini bars in the hotel. That's nuts. Just because they put something in your room, they're going to charge you 10 times what it's worth. And what do? We go right along with it. Oh, there's a mini bar. Let's get all this stuff out of there and eat it up because it's here. And that's what they're thinking. We're dumb. We're not going to walk down to the snack shop and say, give me that candy bar and that bottle of water and maybe a little soda there for $5. Nope. He'll say, go up to the mini bar, open it up, there's a bottle of water. That's $3 or $4. You want a candy bar? That's another $3 or $4. Next thing you know, for what you could have bought at the snack place for $5, just cost you $20. Mini bars. I don't know. I'm sure there's a whole lot of other words out there that don't make sense. That's all that come to mind right now. So if you have an explanation for any of this stuff, put it in the comments on this YouTube video. And if you think it's some stuff that I didn't think of it. I know there's a lot out there. It don't make sense to you? If the word just doesn't make sense, jot it down in the comments there and let me know. I would sure appreciate it. So anyway, crazy English language, crazy people, crazy everything. Cletis M. Wundermann, signing out. Catch you later. Bye.